Hiya, my name is Zach S. Well, my mum calls me Zacchaeus, but that doesn't sound very awesome. So I go by the name of Zach S. And I have a really cool job. I take people's money from them. Well, it's not their money really. It belongs to my boss, the king. And well, actually it doesn't really belong to him either, because nobody needs that much money. So because I like to think of myself as a bit of a Robin Hood, I help out the people I take money from and make sure it doesn't all go to my boss, the king. Well, it does cost quite a bit to do this sort of good thing, you know, so I have to keep some of that money for myself. Okay, I keep quite a lot of that money to myself, but it costs a lot to live here. And I have to run my house, and I've got all these servants to pay for, and my cars, and my holiday home, and those brand new Lego models I get each week. They don't come cheap, you know. So that's me. Nothing more to say, really. Well, maybe this one small thing. I'm not really the tallest person you've ever met. I'm what you call vertically challenged. I'm, well, even shorter than a junior hobbit. And people don't have much time for being nice to you when you're as rich as I am and as short as I am. Mostly they look at me and laugh. But I have the last laugh. I tell them the king wants more of their money. That'll teach them. Anywho, there's this really interesting chap walking about who I really fancy meeting. I'm not sure he's paid any taxes yet, so maybe I can get some money from him too. But because I'm vertically challenged, I can't see over all the crowds who have come out to see this Jesus chap. Well, when you've been as short as I have, you get good at working out how to reach stuff on high shelves. My mum didn't have to put the freshly cooked biscuits very high in the kitchen, but I used to drag a chair into the kitchen and get the biscuits anyway. So I see this tree and I climb up the top for a better view. I scared the life out of the poor squirrel. He was not very happy. Anywho, Jesus starts coming towards me. Suddenly I feel really excited. There are thousands of people all shouting, and then, totally out of the blue, Jesus stops his tracks, looks straight up at me and tells me to come down. Well, getting up was pretty tough, but I can fall out of a tree as good as the next guy, and much to everybody else's pleasure, I fell out of that tree too. The really strange thing is that Jesus tells me he's going to pop by my house for a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich. How does he even know I had that ready for my tea? And how does he know where I live? Well, all the people around me who, I'll be honest, were not my greatest fans, started being rude about me. I suddenly remembered how much of their money that I'd taken that I shouldn't, and so many of their favourite Lego models they'd given me when they couldn't afford to pay me, give me money for the king. It was then that I noticed their shoes were a bit broken and their baseball caps had seen better days. Seeing that Jesus fella standing there, I realised I'd not been very nice to these people. And here this Jesus fella was being nice to me. I decided that Zach Short needed to start being nicer to people. So right there on the spot, I phoned my servants and told them to bring all the Lego models I'd taken and my computer. And once they arrived, I ordered pizza for everybody, jumped on Amazon and ordered brand new hats for them all. And then I started paying them back the money I'd taken from them. Suddenly, I didn't feel very small anymore. Jesus was smiling at me, and so was everybody else. Then they put me on their shoulders. Maybe I didn't need to keep climbing trees anymore after all.